Also, Spider-Man Beyond the Spiderverse 3 update from Marvel. Let's see what the Cosmic Wonder has to say about this and check this out.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and today we have some updates for release dates for not only the MCU, but a release date update and a movie update in general about the third Spider-Verse film, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse were both massive successes. So it's no surprise that fans are dying to know when they are going to be getting the next movie, especially since Across the Spider-Verse left us on a pretty big cliffhanger. Across the Spider-Verse is a part 1 and part 2 film, with Across the Spider-Verse being the first part and Beyond the Spider-Verse the second. And one of the voice actors for one of the Spider-Man characters in the film has recently spoken up, talking about when to expect the film and what all has to happen in order for the film to be completed, not just completed, but be excellent. Be an excellent film that is the same quality as the other two films or even better. Originally, the film was supposed to come out 10 months after Across the Spider-Verse came out, but there's been a lot of talk about delays recently, including from people who actually work on the film. Some have stated there's no way the film is going to release in 10 months. But we have a really good update today that we'll go over. We're also going to be talking about some unfortunate Marvel delays that are going to be happening in Phase 5. Right now, of course, the writers and actor strikes are happening, and sadly, we knew that because of this, we were probably going to experience some delays in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it looks like that is unfortunately going to be happening. So we'll break it all down in this video, and if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. And if you subscribe and leave a comment, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items. The winner gets to pick one item, and we pick a winner at the end of each month. So first, let's start off with the Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse update from Jake Johnson, who of course plays Peter B. Parker in the Spider-Verse movies. He talks about how we might unfortunately get some delays, however, it's for a very good reason. When asked about Beyond the Spider-Verse in an interview with comicbook.com, this is what he said in regards to the March 2024 release date. Here's what I can promise, and I said it about the second one when we were in the middle of it. Phil Lord, Chris Miller, everybody, the producers on this, the directors they're going to bring in, what they did on the first one is all the directors became executive producers. So they just kept adding to it. What I can promise is they are not going to stop until it's excellent. So right away, that's just an incredible statement right there. They're not going to stop working on this film until it's an excellent film. The first two were incredible. And this one's going to be no exception to that. This film has to be incredible as well. And that is typically an extremely hard thing to do. Sequels are really hard to make better than their originals, or at least be of the same quality. But based off of what Jake Johnson just said, it sounds like everybody is fully involved and will not settle for anything less than excellent. Now, he goes on to continue to talk about what it takes to make it excellent and that release date. He says, and if that means it takes a little bit longer, if that means it's even bigger, if that means it's longer, they don't play by anybody's rules. They work really hard. As actors in it, we're always shocked that we get called in to record on this last one. I think it was a month before it screened where we could not believe we were still recording. So they're not going to quit until it's great. I have nothing but faith in them. But in terms of giving anything away about the story, I can't do it. So this is great to hear. They really do work on the film until they feel like it's amazing, like it's excellent. Now, unfortunately, Jake Johnson hints that there might be some delays. He states, and if that means it takes a little bit longer, what he means is we have to make this film excellent. That might mean that it's going to take a little bit longer for the film to release. It might not hit that March release date. But if that means the movie is even better than it was going to be if it hit that original release date, I think a lot of fans will be okay with that. Unfortunately, this isn't the first time that we've heard about possible delays for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. It was said that they were supposed to work on both films, Across the Spider-Verse and Beyond the Spider-Verse, at the same time. However, we learned that that exactly wasn't the case. Haley Steinfeld, who plays Gwen Stacy, noted back in June that she hadn't recorded any of her material for the next movie. This was the first sign that at least the actors did not work on them at the same time, meaning that the movie very well could get delayed if the VFX and the animation and the story, basically everything you need before you do the voice recordings, weren't yet completed. Also, in an article by Vulture, it was reported that many of the VFX artists said that it was very harsh working conditions to work on that second film. They described it as demanding and unsustainable conditions for the film's VFX artists, and they said that there was a lot of revisionism, meaning a lot of changes would happen, which means a lot of demands for the artists. And according to this article by Vulture, approximately 100 artists left the project. So this was another sign that unfortunately the film might be a little bit behind. However, Jake Johnson seems to be pretty optimistic about it and pretty sure that they're not going to release this film unless it is excellent. And he didn't speak like he thought that the film was going to be delayed by a lot. His exact words were a little longer. So, although Beyond the Spider-Verse might not hit that March 2024 release date, let's hope it's not delayed a year, pushed back to 2025. Hopefully some work did get done while they were also working on Across the Spider-Verse, and the delays won't be that bad, so we can get back to watching these awesome Spider-Man characters on screen. And if you would like to dive deeper into the comics and learn more, be sure to check out my buddies at comicbookdirect.com. They have created a website and company that makes comic book shopping the easiest it can possibly be. They deliver comics straight to your door. You can get one-off comics, or you can sign up for an entire run and get a pretty big discount if you do so. And they'll ship the latest issue right to your door each week. They have the latest from Marvel if you're trying to keep up to date with all of the recent projects. They have the latest from DC as well. And it's an all-in-one shop for your comics. Everything that you need in one place. You can sign up for a membership to get free shipping and a mystery box each month. And the next 100 people to sign up get 20% off their first order using the link in the description down below. Now, unfortunately, like I mentioned, we could have some Marvel Phase 5 delays, and one of those delays could be Deadpool 3. Now, recently, Deadpool 3's release date was actually moved up several months, so this delay might just push it back to its original release date that it had. That's kind of the good news. If this does get delayed, it should only be delayed just a few months. Now, this report is coming from Puck's newsletter that states Deadpool 3 could potentially suffer a delay if the SAG-AFTRA strikes aren't resolved and the studios don't come to an agreement with the actors sometime soon. In the newsletter, it was stated that Deadpool 3 can afford to have the production halted for around a month. If it's halted for more than a month, unfortunately, they are going to have to push back that March 3rd release date. Now, production is halted right now. They are currently not working on Deadpool 3, so let's hope that the strike comes to an end pretty soon. The studios and the SAG-AFTRA and the other organizations can come to an agreement beforehand, and things get back on track and we don't really suffer any delays. But if that doesn't happen, like I said, it shouldn't be that big of a delay. We're talking months here, not a year. But also, unfortunately, what we've heard is that the Thunderbolts are probably going to get delayed as well, and this is kind of not related to the strike. The strike doesn't help, of course, but insider Charles Murphy stated this recently. Even pre-SAG strike, I heard the chances of Thunderbolts making that December 2024 release date weren't good. So that, on top of production delays due to the strikes, most likely means that we are going to have a delay for the Thunderbolts film as well. Hopefully the Deadpool 3 delay and the Thunderbolts delay doesn't really affect the rest of Phase 5 and Phase 6. However, if the strike continues for a pretty decent time, unfortunately, we should expect some delays if that happens. But of course, if we hear anything, we'll be sure to do an update on it. So be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. Don't forget to give the video a like. You can also find us on Patreon. You can check out our website and Discord server as well. And you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
Please subscribe, like this video, and see you guys. Bye.